Hello everyone, how are you? Sorry I'm a few minutes late. We've had a very long day today, so I've just had enough time to scoot in here and get myself organised. Welcome if you're watching. I'm a little bit pink. I've been out in the sun today. My husband, we've got to fix a fence, and he wanted to cement a pole in, a fence post in, and he wanted my help. And we didn't actually get the pole done. What turned out to be putting a pole in, whoops, there I am. What turned out to be putting a pole in had turned out to him just, you know, clearing a few shrubs and stuff so that he could cement the post in. Turned out to clearing out all the undergrowth and stuff that's on our footpath, and so we've had all of us in there helping out. And oh, my iPad's all working now. And so I've been out there working. I'm all scratched up. I've got scratches all over me. My sunburn's just starting to show. It's like, so I'm like, I've still got to do my live. So I'm hoping that I just had a quick play just to make sure that it would all work. Oh, you know what I've forgotten? I've forgotten to get my cardstock ready. Hang on 2 seconds. This is what happens when you get a full day and nothing goes right. So hang on 2 seconds. I can't believe I did that. Actually, I probably can believe that because it's just been one of those days, exhausting days. So excuse me for 2 seconds. I shan't be long. I'm just going to cutting my cardstock. Can you believe that? Can you believe I did that? That I've come to do my live and I have not got my cardstock. What a twit. What an absolute twit. Thank goodness my cutter is right beside me and all my cardstock's on the floor beside me. So, hello everyone who's coming in. Okay, so now the card that I'm going to show you today, the technique, it isn't my idea. I have seen it, but I thought I discovered it. There's not much on it actually. I've only seen one video on it, so I thought I would do one for you girls, and I might try it in blues and greens. I've done one in red and yellow, but I might do this one in blue and yellow just to show you what it's like. So I'm getting a little bit pink too. Okay, so let's swivel the camera around and start cracking straight away, shall we? So swivel up. Oh, you know what I nearly did? I nearly pressed the finish button. Clever, wouldn't it? There we go. Hi Wendy. Oh my goodness. I hope you know it's going to be one of those. I have a feeling it's going to be one of those days. I mean, for goodness sakes, if you just tuned in, I forgot to prepare my cardstock. How clever is that? So I just had to duck off quickly and organise that. Okay, so I am using shimmer cardstock. Not sure if you can see it. So I thought, I haven't tried this one on watercolour yet. I'm going straight to the shimmer because I really enjoyed that. And I've got 2 pieces because we'll be making 2 pieces at the same time with the same technique, which is always awesome. I am always, oh my goodness, if you could see I've got stuff everywhere. I'm in a real flap. Okay, so I'm using, what does that say? Pattern Party Decorative Masks, and I'm going to be using the brick. Okay, so what I need to do, because I need to allow room for the other one on the other side, and this is just a Teflon craft sheet, which I need to get a new one as well. Okay, let's get rid of all that stuff going on. Things will settle for me, I'm sure they will. Okay, so we want to line our stencil up like so. Let's see if I can put you in frame just a little bit more. Okay, so I'm going to use blue. I'm using Brusho because I'm still on the Brusho. There's so much that you can do with them. So I'm going to use my blue. I can get my thingy out. And I'm just going to sprinkle straight over the top. Not too much, as you can see. There's not a lot going on there. And then I'm going to sprinkle the yellow down the bottom and up into the blue, just a smidge. This is a really, really quick technique. Hey everyone, hi Sue. Okay, so this is a really, really quick technique. So I've put down my mask. Oh, I've got stuff everywhere. Put down my mask and I've sprinkled blue on the top and yellow on the bottom and sort of a little bit interspersed with the blue. Then all you have to do is grab your water spritzer and start spritzing. And let it do its thing. Whoops, squeaky. Okay, so you've got something like that going on. Then you need to just peel that off quite gently. And you've got that going on, which I've probably put a little bit too much water on. But then we want to pop that down, our next sheet of card. Let me scoot that over. Okay, our next sheet of card, we want to flip our stencil over and then we want to lay that down on top like that. So that's I probably spritzed a little bit too much water, I would say. But you know, you could get something really cool going on there. It'd be good for a teenage boy or something. So now I'm just going to gently press in areas because this tends to leak out a little bit, which is okay. Oops, I got fingerprints going on. So we want to push that down and get that happening as well. Hi guys, coming in. Okay, and then we want to peel that off. And you're left with a second one. Now, I had a paper towel around here somewhere. There we go. So that is 2 techniques in one. Ugh. Oh, now I'm splattering it everywhere. Just as well I've still got my old work clothes on, hey. Oh, remind me to be careful. Okay, so then you just have to let them set aside and dry. I'll just bring the other one back in as soon as I've got that stencil cleaned and out of the way somewhere. What a mess. Hang on a moment. I've got, am I allowed to say the S word? I've got stuff everywhere. Let me chuck that aside. Okay, let me put them on here so I can set them aside to dry. So you could do some of that, what do they call it? That graffiti stuff with all the different words and stuff going on. But I quite like the opposite of what it does as well. So yeah, the second one I think is nicer. So let me just clean this area off. Put this somewhere to dry. And hopefully I don't make more mess. You could probably even get a third one. I still had a fair bit of ink on that stencil. You could probably get a third one. Oh, hang on a minute. I didn't see your comment. Hang on a minute. Can you use the paper towel on the stencil when you are doing the second one to eliminate the ink? I don't know. To tell you the truth, I only did this technique like 5 minutes before I came on live just to see whether it would actually work. So this is the first time I'm playing with it, so apologies if I don't know. I think I just sprayed a little bit too much water in some areas. I think that's why it got a little bit mucky there. Okay, let me get that out of the way somewhere. And I will bring in this one. You may get a little bit messy. So this is my first trial one that I did just to see whether it would work. So that's the other one. And that was the reverse. So that one I did first, and then that one was the second one, which is actually really nice. I like that one. And because it's on the shimmery, you've got all that shimmer going on. So I didn't mind that. I mean, I'm sure you can, you know, pop your sentiment across there or something. I don't know why there's red on there. There must be some sort of red in the thing. So there's that one. But then I also did one like this. See, I did have a tiny bit of time to play. I had a tiny sit down. Okay, so I've got red and yellow going on, which I think looked really cool. Okay, and I've stamped and embossed from the Sunshine sayings. I've stamped and embossed "You Are My." And what I'm going to do when I find my cutter, where's my cutter? Found it. Everything's a mess in here. Don't look at my cutter. Okay, just pretend. Okay, you are my. We want to get rid of some of this. I've got a little bug flying around. He's going to cop it. Okay, so you are my. Let's trim that. And I'm going to get rid of my. So you are. Do you know what? I think we're going to end up cementing that post tonight. I have a feeling. Okay, so you are. And put that aside. Whoop, now I can't remember where to put that. Oh, I seriously need to come and clean up my craft room. I had a lovely comment on my YouTube from a new subscriber, and she said, I'd love to see a craft room tour. I think she would be very, very disappointed in my craft room, to tell you the truth. Okay, so we're working with crushed curry. And I've got you are. I've got my background here. I've got some dimensionals around the joint somewhere. Oops, I've just switched off my... I was trying to use my iPad as well, but I've just accidentally switched it off when I was picking it up. I shall remain standing. Okay, so we're going to pop some dimensionals on the back. Peel them off. My sunburn's just starting to sting. Just go and put some cream on it or something, I think. Okay. So I've got that down, and then I've got my mini ones. You know, the good thing about this is that it washes off really quickly, because I was in a bit of a mess beforehand with the red stuff, not as much of a mess as I am now, and then I went and did the dishes, and I don't want that just yet, and it'll come off, so that was really good. I have cut out the lovely from the Lovely Words thinlits. Hey Bev! So in this one it's got hugs, lovely and friend, so I've done the hearts. And I'm just going to snip that out because I don't actually want that. I just want that. And I'm going to pop that down in that little bit of yellow area down there. Now I can pop this on. So try and get it straight. And then I'm just going to put my... Don't look at this either. Shh. You are lovely. And I'm just going to hold that down for a moment while I need to get because I am so organised. So organised I am. Now, so we're just going to finish that off with a little bit of Stink of Weller, just to add with the whole shimmery feel. I did have some silver glimmer paper cut out, but it sort of got a little bit lost on the brick wall. So I had this, but it sort of got a little bit lost. Or I could do something like that. Now it stands out. Oh, I might have to go back and try that. And then I just wanted to pop a couple of rhinestones. Whoop, if I can get my packet open. Oh, I think being in the sun today has fried me. Okay. Blood large one, medium one, and a small one. Just a very simple card because we want to keep that background, so we want a fairly simple card, I think. And the opposite of that, which I just need to finish off as well, was this one here. So I've had to put my lovely down a little bit lower just so that it could blend in with the yellow and the red. Because if I had it up too high, it would be tricky to see. So I'm just popping on some more Wink of Stella and a couple of Diamante, what do you call them? Rhinestones. Oops. So there we go. Two fairly simple cards. Two techniques in one go. You don't even have to prep the second one. It's awesome. And you get two completely different looks, which I think are fantastic. So let me bring the blue ones back in because they're starting to dry now. And I definitely like that, the second one that came up first. I think I just sprayed a little bit too much water. I think that was what my issue was there, and it must have leaked underneath the stencil. But you know, you could definitely still use them. I'm sure that you could use that in some way, even though it's not as, you know, detailed and formed as that one. So there you have a whole nother Brusho technique to add to your collection. So now we've got stencils. We've got crayon resist. We've got, what else did I have? What was that? That was, whoops, throwing my stuff around. Starch. What else did I do? There was another one. Space Galaxy. There's so many things. So Brusho is definitely something that you are going to want to put on your list of things to grab first, because it looks like graffiti. So you could then, I reckon if you could use this one, I would do perhaps words in white or something, and you know how they do that graffiti art. I reckon you could still do it. So I better bring this stencil back in. But don't forget, there's 4 stencils in that pack, so there's oodles to play with. I don't know that so that was the other one that I tried. I don't know that the clouds would work too well. That one might work. You'd have to give them a go. So there you go. There's another technique for you. Hope you've enjoyed it. I hope you'll put Brusho on your wish list of things to grab first out of that nasty little catalogue that's getting around. It starts in, what's that, is it a week? Just over a week? I don't know. You know what? We're at that stage where you're not sure what day it is or what the date is or any of that at the moment. We're in that limbo period between Christmas and New Year's. So 3rd of January, celebration and occasions catalogue start. So pop that in your list, 3rd of January. Okay, thanks for watching, everybody. And I'm pretty sure that I will be here next Thursday. If I'm not, I will let you know, because Hubby and I might just be ducking off to town, so we're not sure yet. But hopefully, if I'm here, then we will be having another class on Thursday night. Thanks very much for watching. See you later.